Alright, Shalom. Start first by giving all praises and glories unto Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushai, Ba'ashim, Awakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles, others, as great millstone and rule well. But, alright, it's a quick commentary, just something that I'm kind of doing lately, just while I'm riding to certain places, work or camp or whatever. I like to kind of put my thoughts out there, kind of what I'm thinking or meditating on, which we're coming into the Passover tonight, which is also the Shabbat. And we have to prepare ourselves in this time for all the things that's coming. All right, particularly in this time, if you remember what was going on in this time back in ancient Egypt, which I'm sure brothers are probably going to go into it, but in this time there was a lot of death. The 10th plague in Egypt, there was a bunch of plagues leading up, 9 plagues leading up, and then that 10th plague was great death. Okay, it was great death in that 10th plague. Like, there's a lot of things that you people aren't ready to deal with. Truth. All right, EMP hit. Boom. Are you ready for that? Are you ready for the economy to collapse and there'll be no food? So just getting your mind right on the things that's coming. Well, after that 10th plague, he was showing miracles in the heavens with the chariots up there, and the chariots guiding us out of Egypt when we walked out. When he split the Red Sea for Moses and the children of Israel to flee Egyptian persecution. Okay, we have to be prepared for this to happen. And once we were wandering in the wilderness, even that the Most High was going to give us the things that we needed through Moses. Okay, but you got to remember, you may be strong, but the next man may not be as strong as you. One beautiful thing about this time we leave Egypt again, is when we walk out of here this next time, or when we fly out of here this next time, so to speak. But when we get out of this place, we don't have to deal with the other murmurers and 2/3, but there may be a few that are just weak in the faith. Just the measures that they were given. But exactly what he said. Don't worry about it, bro. We gonna eat. I know you're thirsty. Don't worry about it, son, daughter. Most High gonna take care of us. You gotta believe that. You gotta know that. Okay? So just getting your mind right for all the things that's coming. He rained manna down from the heavens to feed us. It didn't say where that came from. There's no specific History Channel and all of that and sciences and try to figure it out. Then we asked again, and we want some meat. What happened? He rained down quail for us to eat, so we would have something to eat. We asked for water. He had Moses smoke the rock so we could have this wonderful water. Refreshing. These were miracles. Okay? And should be treated as such. Well, in this time, we have to believe that these things are possible again. All right? Now, going back on some thoughts of the Passover, okay? Your whole mind state has to be renewed. Okay? Like, whatever y'all was doing, try to bring everything that's been building our ourselves up to. All right, you see brothers going into a lot of topics, into more the Hebrew. Brothers going into the medicines of the earth and the herbs and the precious stuff. The incense, the burning woods and whatnot. That have a spiritual vibration with the scent. Things like this, we have to keep these things in mind, because we're gonna need all of these things. We're gonna need all of this, because think about it. Like I believe it was Eddie Griffin said, be that first nigga to step out there, into the sea where there's no water. Like, no, it's cool. And step on out there. Oh, it's dry. No, it's dry. Let's go. But that's how you gotta think about it. You gotta have that faith. Like, hey, and then understand. Guess what? You have to know that if that sea collapsed on you, it's better to die at the bottom of the Red Sea than to go back into Egypt, into this captivity. Okay? That's for the people the brothers that may be martyrs with their families, or who knows the scenario the Most High may play out. Before I go back into this captivity, before I get put back into these chains, I'll get my head chopped off with a guillotine. I'll be before a firing squad. I'll be beaten to death for the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. All right, because you got to remember also. Okay, sir, with rigor, what does that mean? Okay, what were we doing? We were working hard. It wasn't just working hard. That's not all that goes on. Okay, you got to believe the taskmasters was putting a foot in Jake's butt, to make sure, hey man, you move them bricks faster. So we got to remember these times. We got to remember what we done been through. We got to remember, and that no matter what we have to go through, what we're going to come into is going to be far greater. Okay? A beautiful story to it is right there in 2nd Esdras. That not but one man can pass at a time with fire on the right and deep water on the left, if I'm quoting it right. That if you don't get through that part, you don't deserve to make it into that precious kingdom that's waiting on you ahead of you. Okay? And that's what we want today. Worthy to have him say, come up hither and escape these plagues. Have that wisdom that he has bestowed upon us to shine that to earn our salvation and for it to deliver us from the perils and that Michael looks upon you and sees that this is the things that should be passed in your mind, okay? As we come into this time, these are the things. When this is not a game. This is not a joke. This ain't a lamb dinner. This is not only is in all seriousness. Hey, we get out here, man. Don't be walking all slow. You gotta remember, some of the houses. That's if I was in Egypt and I was put over anybody to say anything, I'm gonna tell them, hey, put the shoes on. The lamb's being cooked up. The little the little this bitter herb over here. Okay, remember when you eat that bitter herb, remember how bitter this captivity was. Out into that sea, that this is, and you walk out of Egypt right here in this long walk, and y'all gonna be complaining about my feet hurt, man. Cause we know much better than going back and serving with rigor and being under captivity of anybody. Okay, I'd rather be a prisoner of hope than a physical prisoner. Okay, because at the end of hope, we can expect to get out of this thing. We can expect better things to be set ahead of for us. Didn't he say, "I go to prepare a place for you"? Yeah, well, that place is being prepared. That place is pretty much ready, waiting on us. So they almost ready down there? Okay, we pretty much got everything wrapped up here. Put the cherry on top, so to speak. All right? So you got to see these prophecies and these events happening, which are tokens inside of bondage. All right? So that was just a few thoughts, coming into this thing. But when we step out there, man, with the water rising all around us, man, we got to have faith in it, man. We got to believe it. So take all that energy. And if you ain't feeling how bitter living in America is, or whichever land the 28th chapter are on you, this is when you are supposed to feel all of that. Okay? You're supposed to feel that tonight when you go through this Passover ceremony. Okay? How wicked you have been in your life, all the wrongdoings, and that how you need somebody to come, how you need a savior to come and wipe that away, how you're doing your best and through a negative situation, man. This stony flesh and this stony heart is not an easy thing. Real test. Okay? That's where we're really being tested. Because if we pass this test through this stony flesh and these bodies, guess what? We can get the victory over mortal death and be immortal. Okay? And we're working for all these things. Okay? This is what we're trying to earn. We're trying to earn all these things from Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Alright, so keep those things in mind. All the those curses that we want to come out of, how we'll be perfect in the blessings and will come upon us because the law will be written within us. Okay, how we if we're of the elect, Lord willing, we'll get mercy even though we don't deserve it. Okay, but we're doing the best of our ability to earn that. All right, these are the things, and for you younger brothers that may be coming in, all right, but don't let this, for everybody, myself first. Okay, this is not just a time for us to say, okay, this is what's going on, this is what it is. No, this is a time for us to make the physical changes, to apply the things that we have been practicing and rehearsing throughout all this time. Those small faith building things that we do, this is the time to start putting that faith in the works. Does that mean step back to get the blessing of flight, to raise up with wings as eagles? No, you'll know when that time is. But to start practicing your faith and saying, you know what, I believe this is the right thing. I believe I can make it out of this situation. I believe my bills will be paid if I do the right things as I should. I believe this is going to work out. I have faith in it. But I'm not asking for no BS. I'm asking for the things that are going to profit me spiritually, that'll profit my home and my children and spiritually. that'll profit the brotherhood, the ministry, spiritually. Okay? So that's just kind of some of the things that was going through my mind, as I was riding to work. I'm here now, so Lord willing, this was edifying, man. Take this serious, man. This is a solemn assembly tonight, okay? And this is your time to cry out unto you in the words that was given unto us, okay? Let your spirit make groanings and intercessions for you. Now the physical time to let that out, okay? So with that, I'm going to close out giving all praise and glories unto Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Arukakudash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Greetings, salutations, and blessings unto you. Okay? We're going to see a lot of serious, dangerous things going on. People dying all around us from plague, from gunshot wounds, from just gnawed and ripped apart by beasts. We're going to see, newly created creatures. We're going to see Leviathan out there. It's going to be something that you've never seen before. And you got to start preparing your mind and envisioning these things so when it comes, you don't freeze up and shit on yourself, man. I can't say it another way. Okay? Pee in your pants. Okay? This is when we're... All right? That I say shalom.